I prefer to talk without something between us most of the time. This is just to give you something to look at and to give us something for like whenever there's dead air, I guess. But I don't know. For me, in a conversation, I prefer to be like 100% tapped in the moment. Nothing else distracting me or the other person. I like to be completely in the moment. That's what I like. But that's just me. And I find that not everybody I've met meshes with that perfectly. And I will say it's not something I hate. Like I'm not complaining. It's more like I'm joking about it whenever I comment on this. Phone at the dining table scenarios, absolutely the same. If we're having a meal, there better not be a phone out. If it's like a super regular thing, like if we're going out for breakfast or brunch every day or every other day, I guess I'll let you like browse social media while we talk. But like if it's a dinner, that phone better stay in your bag or in your pocket the whole meal. And if you pull it out more than once or for longer than a few seconds, I'm gonna remember it. If it's a meal, we have to be together in the moment. I'm sorry. I can't. I think it's the tackiest thing in the world. I get it. I get, especially when you're like nervous or if it's difficult to hold a conversation, your cell phone can be a super valuable tool to like bridge that awkwardness and make it a little less scary, and it can give you something to look at. Because sometimes, you know, where you're looking matters. People will read into it if you're looking at them for too long or things like that. And I realize it's complicated. I know. It's tough for me sometimes. But if we're sharing a meal, I need you to be looking at your food and at my face and nothing else. That's it. That's how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. I don't know if you can relate. And I realize that may be unreasonable for some people, but that's just my take on life. I like people who can have a conversation. Because I like having conversations. I like to learn things, and I like to... I don't know, I just like to connect. It's so awesome, and I think it's a super cool gift that we have that everybody should make use of. That's how I feel. And for me, that is more of a complaint thing, just to be clear. Because when, you know, if we're on a phone call on Discord and you pull up a screen share or you start playing a game or you ask if I want to play a game, that's fine. That's fine. That's just normal. Phone at the table while eating and having a conversation, that's no-go. I'm going to complain about it, and I will tell people about you. I will complain about you to others. I'll be like, no, she had her phone out the whole time, did not have any interest in what I was saying, will never eat with her ever again. That's how that would go. Just to be clear. And I know I'm not the only one that's like this, so you best be careful. But again, if it's like a regular thing, like if we're going out for a casual brunch or if there's a big group of us, I guess it's okay. Still would prefer that it doesn't happen, but that's just me. That's just my standard. I realize that I may have been raised differently than a lot of people. But that is how they do things in Kokiri Village. If you pull out your phone at a meal, you are going to be excommunicated. Like they're not gonna take that. You can't do that. That's so tacky. That is such a tacky thing to do. And I agree with it. That is one of the silly standards that I've been raised with that I fully agree with. Excommunicated is an exaggeration, to be clear, but they will raise an eyebrow at you and they will mention you in their next conversation. Like she was too busy looking at her phone to have a conversation with me. She's always on that phone. I don't know. It reads socially. It reads as distant and not interested is how it reads, unfortunately. Again, I get it, right? I understand that it's a way to kind of deal with the awkwardness of the situation. It can help dull the blow a little bit. It can make it easier to focus on what you're saying sometimes, even. It can like help the conversation to have something in front of you. I get that. I've been there and I relate to it in certain contexts, but no, I can't. I can't do that at a meal. I'm sorry. Especially if it's a nice meal. Like if we're paying good money to be there, if it's a special occasion, I need you to lock in. I need us to relish this moment, you know? That's how I feel. Yeah, some people definitely do not see it that way. There are a lot of people that will spend a meal like browsing on their phone. Again, I get it, but that's not how I feel. I think if you want to browse on your phone, then I guess we could have just grabbed fast food and ate outside somewhere. So it could come down to raising, like, the way you're raised with communication and stuff. If you're raised in a family where, like, if you share meals at all, it's a quiet thing, or where everybody's just kind of doing their own thing, or if you're raised in a family where you take your own meals back to your room, I feel like that's a situation where you'd be more likely to do this, I feel. No judgment. I understand that it's, like, more natural and comfortable for people, but I personally hate it very much. I don't like it. I can't stand it, actually. You'd have to have a really, really good excuse, and I probably still would not accept it, to be honest. That's one of my, maybe that's a red flag of mine. I just don't have any patience for that. I'm showing you a side of myself I didn't want you to see right now. I hope it's not too scary. I just think meals are a very precious and important thing to connect with people over, and conversations are also very precious and important, and I don't know. I just don't have any room for impurities.